Hello everyone and welcome to this pick a card reading video. This video is all about which song matches your energy. And there are some different genres here. And I will say, for each stack, there are 6 tarot cards and then a total of 4 oracle cards. All of the oracle cards are from different decks. And then I have a little picture and the song name for the song that you chose. So for this, the stack and therefore the song that you choose can indicate what type of music you typically listen to. It can determine just your overall vibe or your aesthetic. You'll understand more of how the reading will play out once you get into it. But here is stack 1A, stack 2B, stack 3C. You can pause if you'd like and if you need some more time to figure out which stack you are most drawn to. If you're not drawn to any of the stacks, that's completely fine. That just means that this is probably not the pick a card reading video for you. You can check out my YouTube channel. I have plenty of other timeless pick a card reading videos. As a reminder, everything I discuss and talk about in this video is for entertainment purposes only and cannot be stated as fact. Alright, let's get into it. Hello 1A and welcome to your part of the pick a card reading video. The tarot cards that you chose are the Moon in reversed, 7 of Pentacles in reversed, the Magician in reversed, how do I say it? Do I say reverse? Magician reversed, in reverse. Anyway, the Moon in reverse, the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, the Magician in reverse, the 2 of Wands in reverse, 6 of Cups upright, Ace of Swords in reverse, and then we have for the oracle cards, Kunzite, keyword is children, third eye, and heart chakras. We have fire, and the keywords are warrior, passion, and fearlessness. We have Native American, and we have Aquarius, and the keyword is collaborate. So, and of course, the song that you chose is Stairway to Heaven, Led Zeppelin, and I did not choose this song until after I pulled all of the cards and then laid them out and looked at them. So that is what I ultimately came to. Your stack was actually the hardest to choose a song for. And the more I get into this reading, we'll be able to explain why. So when we look at this stack, one of the things that immediately pops out to me is a 6 of Cups upright. That's usually a card that relates to the past. It relates to childhood memories. And so for me, I was thinking of how a lot of you probably listen to music that is either older, like more old school, or it's from your childhood. And so for a lot of people, Led Zeppelin would be either from your childhood or even before your time. So that's part of the reason I felt like this song makes sense. And it's interesting because at first, when I pulled the Ace of Swords in reverse, I was thinking that maybe this, if you pulled from this stack, that meant, I'll just say I thought it meant something else than what I think now, what I feel now, especially after I pulled the Oracle cards. It made me realize, okay, with the Ace of Swords being in reverse, I think you probably listen to music, and by the way, take bits and pieces of this that resonate. This will resonate with some of you. If not, then this song I still think matches your energy, even if you don't typically listen to Led Zeppelin or classic rock music. But anyway, let me cook. So, Ace of Swords indicated to me that the song would be something that didn't focus as much on the lyrics. And so for you, you could maybe listen to music without caring too much about the lyrics. Maybe you just listen to it more so for the beat, the rhythm, the instrumentation. That's the vibe I'm getting. And if not, then this is just something that points more to the song that you ended up choosing. We also have children and Kunzite, and for that too, when I think of the Kunzite card, at least in this situation, it makes me think again about how this could be a song that you'll listen to in your adolescence, or it could be a song that is older. It could also be a song that Or you could also listen to music that your children listen to if you have children, or if you're old enough to have children, like what the children of today in society then are listening to. But I was really getting more of an overall vibe of folk, actually, like more folk or old-timey music. And then when I started pulling the oracle cards, I pulled Native American, and with that, I'm like, I was still getting more of a folksy vibe. Led Zeppelin is rock, from the classic rock era. But this song, Stairway to Heaven, is slower. And the reason why I chose this song isn't because of it being slower. It's actually just because I feel that people know the song more because of the instrumentation of it. When you ask people who start playing guitar, like, what's the first song you learned to play? A lot of people, at least from back in the day, would say that the first song they ever learned how to play was Stairway to Heaven. So it's not necessarily that I didn't choose it because it's an easy song to play on guitar, but just because it's very much known for the guitar and the first instrumentation. I was actually getting a heavy influence, especially after I pulled Native American, but I was getting a heavy influence of not only instrumentation but drums. And a song I was gonna pick for you was They Don't Really Care About Us by Michael Jackson, but I decided to not do that because I really didn't want to. Not really a fan of that band for obvious reasons. And so I was thinking of what's another song that could relate to you all. I was thinking of different Native American artists, but I wanted it to be music that was... I still wanted there to be lyrics in the song that I chose for you, but I didn't want it to be no lyrics. And for a lot of Native American music, it's a lot of vocals, but not actual words and lyrics oftentimes. And if that is the case that they incorporate words, it's not very much words, and it's like a repetition of different words, like in rhythm. But I couldn't find any songs that related to you and what I was trying to find. Anyway, let's see, where was I at? Oh, Two of Wands being in reverse too made me think that you listen to music probably that relates more to like your upbringing. So probably a lot of you listen to music now that you did listen to back when you were younger, or you just listen to the music that's popular, even if it's not like played on the radio, if it's more popularized in your country or in your state or whatnot. I think a lot of you probably listen to local music too. I wouldn't be surprised, or if you go to like local concerts. And let's just move on to the upper part here. We have the moon in reverse, and for that was the first card that I pulled, so I didn't know at first what to think about it. I just think for me it ties in more with the nostalgia factor, so I think again a lot of you like to listen to music that is more nostalgic to you. And it doesn't even mean you had to have listened to the music growing up. It can just mean that it taps into your nostalgia for whatever reason. Maybe your parents listened to that kind of music, or it reminds you of when you were a kid. Also, that would make sense because we have the children card from Kunzite. And then with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Magician in reverse, it makes me think that you're the type of person who, when you listen to music, you don't really like to think too much about the messaging, which also makes sense that I picked up on. You probably care more about the instrumentation and the way the music makes you feel rather than thinking about the lyrics and connecting with the lyrics. It makes me think that you just want to put on music and chill out, vibe out, have a good time, and whatever. And that also can relate to the Magician in reverse as well. I don't think you... I don't want to say this. I had it. What was I going to say? With the Magician in reverse, especially paired right next to the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I guess it's just what I already had said, where you probably don't care as much about the lyrics. You care more about... Also, this indicates to me too, a lot of you who listen to music probably don't really play music, with the Magician being in reverse. You probably just like to listen to it, not actually play it. Some of you maybe do, but that's just part of the vibe that I was getting. But yeah, focus more on the instrumentation and how it makes you feel rather than the words. And now I want to go over to Let's go to fire first. So it says warrior, passion, fearlessness. And this, I think, will make more sense in context with if I talk also about the Aquarius collaborate card. Because I think you're the type of person where, as opposed to even the other two stacks in this reading, I think you're the type of person who's more likely to listen to music in a group, if that makes sense. It could also indicate you preferred listening to bands as opposed to just individual artists, which would also make sense for the song that I chose and the band that I chose for you. But I think a lot of you actually are more likely to want to listen to music in a group or in a gathering, even if it's on a field trip with another person, or you're just at like a party. Some of you may be like going to, I don't know, I don't really get the vibe that y'all are big party animals in terms of like going to the club, but I think you really connect with other people with music, so you probably could listen to similar music as your friends or family, which also makes sense with what I've already been saying, especially, you know, if you grew up with music and you still listen to that music that your parents put on all the time in the house. But I get a sense that, see, this is interesting, because with this card too, actually, I'm thinking that, I know I said some of you okay, I know I said that you probably don't play music, but then with the collaborate card too, it makes me feel like you do. So, I don't know. I could just say half of you probably do, half of you probably don't, but that's pretty generic. So maybe you do. That just popped up. I wasn't even thinking about that when before I pulled this up. It could be. But I want to actually incorporate it more into this Native American card, because for you, I think music could be very ceremonial, and I'm just I'll just say what I'm seeing. I'm picturing people sitting around a bonfire and just listening to music or playing music, but listening to music. And it's more, again, about the instrumentation, and it's about the connectedness. For some reason, there's a big emphasis on connection with other people in your life, and just also feeling very connected to that music in general. So I wouldn't be surprised if you've made friends through the type of music that you listen to, like even just going to the concerts or raves or whatnot. I don't really get the vibe that many of you are rave type people, but hey, any sort of musical, or so with that, even if you're going to like a play, you know, that could even resonate. But especially just going to a concert, I wouldn't be surprised if you make friends with people, or if you, when you go to concerts, you are in a big group of people who go together, because I just get that sense that you connect with people on a deeper level with music, and I think you most often connect to it when you're listening to it alongside other people, or if it's a situation where it's like, hey, you should listen to this and I'll listen to a song that you recommend to me, and you put each other on each other's music, you or these other people. I wouldn't be surprised if for some reason what popped into my head was a book club. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you have like or are in a part of a music club. I don't know how that would work. I guess on Reddit you can be a part of those different kinds of communities. But I wouldn't be surprised if you're part of like a club, or at one point, if you're part of like kind of a group. I wouldn't be surprised if you also go to cover bands, or you could be in a cover band. I'm trying to think now though, because I was thinking of Aquarius and the Magician. And both of those energies are kind of conflicting each other, so it's really weird with the way, with the Magician in reverse and Seven of Pentacles in reverse, how it's coming across to me. It's very conflicting, so it's very weird. But for some reason, when I'm trying to, like, pick up intuitively on why, like, both of those messages were coming through, I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. I guess just some of you either play instruments, or some of you are, like, in bands. I don't know. But is there anything else I have to say? I'll talk more now about like probably who you could be as a person based off of these cards. So I feel like you're somebody who, I think earlier when I was pulling these cards, I think you're somebody who's more emotional than you let on, but you don't really, with your words express your emotions. I think you're more likely to express your emotions through your actions. So I think some of you could really love acts of service, whether other people do it for you, but especially if you do it for other people, you could be the type of person who loves to do that. You're the type of person who could be like, actions speak louder than words. And I feel like overall, you're a very chill person. I feel like you're the type of person who likes the simple things in life, and you don't need much to be happy. That's really the vibe that I'm getting. It's interesting though, because we do have that fire card here with warrior, passion, and fearlessness. But I think that the way that your fieriness comes across is actually very tame, and it's not confrontational, if that makes sense. And even with the children card here too, I feel like you're probably a very nurturing person, but you're very much protective of the people around you. And I just think you're somebody who generally gives off very happy-go-lucky vibes, go-with-the-flow vibes. And that you really just you could very much be an extrovert, and I feel like you probably connect with a lot of people. And with Stairway to Heaven, Led Zeppelin, I chose specifically this, I said, because of the instrumentation, but I also was talking about you. I visualize you listening to this in a group of people. So this is a band, and also it's a very well-known band. It's a very classic band, classic rock band. So again, especially that Six of Cups, they've been around for quite a while. Do they still tour together or anything? I don't know. I don't think there's anything really. Well, okay, so at first I was picking up a more folksy vibe. This song, in general, isn't folksy, it's rock, but it's a ballad. But again, I was also picking up on They Don't Really Care About Us by Michael Jackson, because it's so heavy on the drums. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are part of different, like, Wiccan or pagan communities, and they do drum circles. If not, I really recommend you all look up drum circles in your area and doing those, or you could look up like drum instrumentation, especially Native American drum music online. Maybe you would really connect to that. I'm trying to think. I feel like I already said everything, but I'm just trying to make sure. Led Zeppelin, Stair to Heaven. I was first picking up on folk, but then I was picking up more on the folksy, like, because I kept hearing like kind of a folk guitar. But I think it was just, in my mind, connecting the dots to it sounding more old-timey or being more old-timey, the music. So let me know if you chose this stack, if you like this song. I mean, everybody pretty much knows this song. If not, then you should look it up. Let me know if you listen to classic rock in any way, or if you listen to it growing up. Any of that. Even let me know if you connect in any way to Native American music. I love listening to Native American music. When I'm doing stuff, like if I'm on my computer typing away or doing any research, I will look up either like medieval type music or Native American music. I'll even fall asleep to that kind of music sometimes. So let me know. Let me know if you have quite a bit of friends who also listen to the music you listen to, or if you connect in any way with your friends. Just let me know how this resonated with you in any way. And you can like the video if you liked it. You can check out the other videos on my channel if you like. There are plenty of other timeless pick a card readings, and you can subscribe to my channel if you'd like. I also have another YouTube channel, Brittney's ASMR, for those of you who like ASMR content. But thank you so much, one and take care. Hello, Tubi, and welcome to your part of the pick a card reading video. The tarot cards here are Two of Swords upright, Queen of Swords upright, Ten of Cups in reverse, Knight of Cups in reverse, Seven of Cups in reverse, and the Eight of Swords upright. And then the oracle cards are Wisdom, Obsidian, Protection, keyword Root Chakra. We have Reptilians, and we have Juno Partnership. So, I just have to say, as soon as I saw the stack, even before I chose the song for you, which is Know Your Enemy by Rage Against the Machine, even before I pulled that, when I was looking at all the cards, I was like, this person, I feel like probably, I don't know if you work out or not, but I was hearing, what was it? I was just thinking about it. I've been thinking about this. I was, like workout music, Oh, pump up music. There we go. I just had to say it out loud. Pump up music. Music to get you really pumped up. That's what I was thinking about. But also like music that kind of gets you angry, that kind of pumped up. And it gets your adrenaline flowing. I also feel like a lot of you, I have to talk about the Seven of Cups in reverse right now because it's being highlighted for me. I feel like even though I chose this song, I feel like a lot of you probably experiment with the type of music or the bands you listen to. I feel like a lot of you probably listen to a lot of different kinds of bands actually, and a lot of different, again, kinds of music. But I think it's safe to say that the kind of music you listen to might be bands like Rage Against the Machine. I would say like rock, hard rock, metal and heavy metal, screamo. This is new metal, Rage Against the Machine. Also like elements of like funk, because Rage Against the Machine incorporates funk into their music. And I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if you listen to things that are more hardcore but incorporate those funk or rap elements, such as new metal in general. But so like funk, rap, funk, rock, like blues rock too even, but more hardcore. That's just the vibe I'm getting overall for like genre tastes, if I had to say. But we have the Two of Swords upright and the Queen of Swords upright. And with that, I immediately, with those being the first two cards that I pulled, I immediately was thinking that as opposed to the first deck that I read for in this pick a card reading, I feel like you all like listening to music that has a heavy emphasis on the words that are being spoken. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you do listen to rap as well. But I feel like there's a heavy emphasis on you preferring to listen to music that has a message that you relate to or that has a lot of words in it. And Rage Against the Machine, very much a political band, very much they're not afraid to stand up for what they believe in. And I feel like you like probably listening to music that has a message. I feel like, too, you're the type of person who, you know, everybody deals with their emotions in different ways. And I feel like when you are feeling creatively stuck or when you're dealing with issues with love life or friends or family, you're the type of person to put on music. Some people maybe like color, draw, go on a walk. I feel like you're the type of person that probably would put on music, and that helps you with releasing any tension and stress in your body that you're feeling. And maybe like if you don't dance, just like moving your body around, like swinging your arms around and stuff, like shaking your body around, like shaking the bad energy out is the best way I can describe it. But I feel like you probably do that. I feel like some of you maybe use music as a form of escapism as well. So instead of dealing with problems head on, I'm looking at the Eight of Swords now, instead of dealing with problems head on, and with the Knight of Cups in reverse too, that can indicate difficulty expressing oneself. So I wouldn't be surprised if instead of dealing with situations head on, you prefer to just listen to music and then that gets your emotions out, and then you don't even maybe want to talk about things once you are more calm. You're just like, okay, well, whatever, I'm not angry anymore, or hopefully you're not angry anymore, I gave you your space, and we just can forget about it. That's the vibe I'm getting. But I feel that your emotional escape definitely could be music, especially when you put on stuff like Rage Against the Machine, stuff that's more putting on music that relates to your situation that you're in and gets your anger out instead of it being stuck. And that especially relates to Obsidian, the protection card, and Reptilian's card, which I'm mainly looking at that survival card. But even the Predator card, again, it's like a lot of heavy metal or new metal comes to mind, heavy rock, where it's like listening to that pumps you up so it can get you excited, but it can also release that anger. I feel like I really need to key that in. It releases the anger, but also we have the Wisdom card here with the unicorn on it, and that relates to, again, the lyrics. I think you like having songs on your playlist that relate to messages, whether you relate to them or you want to learn from them. I think, and I mean both really. And I think that if you don't now, there really is a strong emphasis on listening to music that has those messages. And I think when you specifically relate to the music you're listening to more, that again helps that any of those emotions flow outside of you. And I think a lot of you maybe could spend time researching lyrics, like researching the meanings of songs and what certain words or phrases in songs could mean, just the overall message of the song. And I think you're very interested in, I just keep hearing like finding things to add to your, like this playlist, that playlist, or this playlist, or when you're in this kind of mood, like I have playlists for different kinds of moods I'm in or different happenings in my life. Like one of them is called Warm Towels from the Dryer, ! It's just a bunch of songs that make me feel really happy. I could see you doing something similar. I could see you having certain songs for different moods that you're in. I want to talk now about Juno partnership card, because for that, when I pulled that, it kind of threw me off because of everything else I've been seeing in here. I also want to say I feel like I know a lot of songs are about love and romance and like heartbreak, but I feel like there is an emphasis here that a lot of songs you listen to deal with heartbreak, and we have the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Juno partnership card, so not only does that mean heartbreak of like any heartbreaking general situations that you're going through, but especially as it relates to love. I think that if you have a partner and you get in an argument with your partner, this can further indicate that you listen to music to de-stress and to bring about some calm. I think with the Juno partnership card, it can also indicate, though, that maybe some of your main like songs that you listen to or artists or bands that you listen to could be in relation to your current or a previous relationship that you've been in. So if you have an ex-partner and they listen to Rage Against the Machine, let's say, because that's right here, and let's say you didn't really listen to that band, even if you listen to new metal, maybe you didn't really listen much to that band, and then they put you on Rage Against the Machine. Or maybe you didn't listen much to new metal before, but then your partner put you on to this genre. It can indicate, too, I'm getting a sense that in the future, since I also feel that you have a lot of different ranging music tastes or a lot of bands that you listen to, this can indicate that there will be more bands, more artists, more songs that you will be exposed to in the future, especially in your romantic partnerships, even if you're in one right now and if it's that same person. This can also indicate that you could have a connection to your favorite songs or genre of music, your favorite band, in connection with your partner. There's also an indication that you could find your next potential romantic partner through liking the same music. I said this also in stack 1, in a way. I said that in stack 1, they could connect more to people, like have more friends and family that like the same kind of music as them. For you, you could find somebody at a concert or something that likes the same music as you, because I feel like a lot of you actually in your personal lives don't probably listen to the same kinds of music as like your family members or your friends or your coworkers. So I think finding somebody, whether romantic or friendship-wise, who likes the same music as you could be really cool. And I think you and the other person or other people could be able to dissect the lyrics more, dissect the meaning in your life, and you could have it as songs for each other, is what I'm sensing. And it's just a way for you to find connection through music, because I think a lot of you listen mainly to music alone, is the sense I'm getting, especially if it does really help you de-stress and take out your emotions. There's a sense that you could find a way to bring about your music tastes in your relationships more, and especially as it relates to any romantic endeavors that you are on. I think that you don't use music. Well, I think I did say earlier that you could potentially use music as a distraction. Or wait, let me look at the other cards. Sometimes I kind of mix the cards together. No, it's not the other cards. So I don't remember if I said for you earlier, like just a little bit ago, that you could use it as a distraction. I see that it could be the case. Oh, I said it could be used as escapism. There we go. So in terms of if it could be used as a distraction, I don't get that. Or maybe I'm thinking of stack 3. Anyway, so it could be used as a distraction, but I think it's more so as an escape, not like specifically a distraction. I think there's a distinction between the two, because if you're escaping into your own world, that's different than, well, no, actually, you know what? Because distracting yourself from the current situation. Okay, I guess I still stand by that. So forget what I just said. You could use it as a distraction. So make sure that for some of you, you could struggle with facing problems head on if you're just relying on music as that form of escapism. So if I were to talk a little bit more about what could be seen in the cards for how they relate to you as a person, I think you are somebody who could be a straight shooter. I think you're somebody who doesn't display your emotions, and you're somebody who maybe also has been going through tough times or has gone through a tough time in life. I think a lot of you probably actually have gone through quite a few traumas, which is also why it would make sense for it to be used as a form of escapism. And music, I mean. And especially the kind of music that you enjoy, especially if it's something like Rage Against the Machine. But I feel like you are a straight shooter when you talk. I think you tell it as it is. And sometimes having that no filter can be kind of damaging, though. I feel like a lot of you are kind of, with that Seven of Cups in reverse, at least a bit chaotic. I would say quite a bit. I think a lot of you maybe struggle with finding balance in your life and finding who you really are, especially if you are still burdened by past happenings. So this is a good time then to reflect on music and learn from it in a way that helps better you. And I think a lot of you do that, but there's, I think, still work to be done in that realm. So anything that has caused you traumas or difficulties in the past, you can use music as a way to help you moving forward, is what I'm hearing. But anyway, I think you're a straight talker. I think it's easier for you to probably get into arguments, though. I think you're very logical and you don't show your emotional side, which can be damaging. So make sure to be better with... Ooh, wait 1 second. I gotta go over here. Hi, Axel. Okay, let's do that. You know, I could have just stopped it, but I just did not feel like stopping it at that moment. Okay. Where was I? Maybe that was meant to happen for a reason. Off track. I think a lot of you have lived almost like many different lives as well. It feels like you've done many things, and you've I see a lot of you probably have like traveled moved around a lot. Had a lot of different living situations happening. And I think a lot of you probably don't have as many friends. And I feel like a lot of you could even be, in a way, excommunicated from family, or just you may not connect very well with your family. And so I see a lot of individualistic traits within you, which is also why I think you have a hard exterior. But with that Knight of Cups reverse, we should turn it upright and get you being more vulnerable. And I think with the Juno partnership card here, you would be able to do that potentially with your future partner, even though you don't really seem to be much of a romantic on paper, like on here. But let's see, I think you are very intelligent, though. I mean, the Wisdom card is here. I think you're and those Two of Swords, Queen of Swords cards, I think you're a very intelligent person, but I think your intelligence can get in the way of your healing from past issues, if that makes sense. So I would recommend to open up more, and again, you can use music as a way to open yourself up more, even if that means just finding people who like the same kind of music as you, if that is something that's safe for you, that music you listen to. And I think I'll leave it at that. Thank you so much to B for watching and listening to this video. I hope you enjoyed it. You can like the video down below if you liked it. You can comment down below if you resonate with anything I talked about in this video. And you can tell me who your favorite band or artist or what your favorite genre of music is. You can subscribe to my channel, and you can check out the other pick a card reading videos that are timeless all throughout my YouTube channel. Thank you so much and take care. Hello 3C, and welcome to your part of the pick a card reading video. The cards we have listed here are Two of Cups in reverse, Four of Cups upright, the Star in reverse, the Tower upright, Strength upright, King of Pentacles upright, and then the Oracle cards are Cinnabar, keyword business, sacral chakra. We have Earth, and the keywords are survival, adaptable, and reliable, but it's in reverse. We have Lessons and Blessings, and then we have Vesta, keyword hearth. And then the song and the band here that you chose are Heatwave's Glass Animals. And if you live in this modern era, you know this song. If not, you should look it up. It's actually a very good song, even though people claim it to be overplayed. I have never gotten tired listening to this song. I've listened to it on repeat before, which I never do. But here's the thing. For you all, I was actually getting the vibe as soon as I pulled the cards before I chose Heat Waves as your song. I was getting major vibes of heartbreak songs. But for some reason, it's also kind of more of almost an indie vibe. I don't know, because I was looking at Kelly Clarkson, because Kelly Clarkson has a lot of different kinds of songs that are about heartbreak and all that, but for some reason it just didn't feel right. And so Heat Waves by Glass Animals, I feel like the songs you listen to are probably more, how do I explain it? Because when I listen to Kelly Clarkson songs, you can get mad and all that, but a lot of her heartbreak songs, I just feel like getting up and jumping around. And it's very poppy, and I didn't really feel like too much poppiness in this, even though Glass Animals is indie pop, or alt pop, however you prefer to identify them. Alt electropop. Anyway, I feel that this song has more of that alt indie vibe, which made more sense for this, especially with the Four of Cups upright. And Heatwave is still technically a heartbreak song. It's just when you hear it, you don't necessarily think of it right away as a heartbreak song. It's just a good song. So my guess is, and also we have the Two of Cups in reverse. That's the first thing that showed up. So I feel like a lot of you probably listen to a lot of love and heartbreak related songs. By the way, your stack relates quite a bit to stack 2 as well, but there's definitely differences, so I'll get into that. In stack 2, I also talk about escapism, but I think even more than stack 2, you all probably deal with escapist tendencies as it relates to music. I feel that a lot of you in the current probably are in very unfavorable circumstances, and so because of that, you listen to music as a way to escape. And especially if you've been going through a breakup recently, or even if not recently, everybody grieves relationships, romantic situationships in their own way. So anyway, I feel that with the Two of Cups being in reverse, a lot of you likely listen to quite a bit of heartbreak music. Or just love turned bad kind of music in general. And I wonder if some of you too listen to music that your previous partner used to listen to, any of your prior partners. That could be part of it too. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups upright, and with that, it makes me think that a lot of you have those escapist tendencies as it relates to music, but also that you likely listen to music alone. And maybe a lot of you also listen to music that relates to that as well, being alone or not having friends or having people bail on you in life, those kinds of themes. And if so, I'm really sorry about that. But I think you can relate to music in that way where even if you feel really alone in your life, you're able to not feel as alone if you're listening to music. But I don't know about y'all. Maybe some of you are actually the opposite, because when I'm feeling really sad and I listen to sad music, it actually makes me feel worse. But sometimes it's okay to feel worse for a little bit. I feel like you just have to be careful about that though, because you don't want to just be full out depressed. So have a balance when it comes to all of that. And also I think with the Strength card here, I think this is just also a message from Spirit in general, saying that you're stronger than you know. So it's okay to utilize music to help you hopefully feel better. So make sure that you're not only listening to music to further any sadness, but you're also using it to lift you up or motivate you or encourage you. Even if you relate to the music and any sad themes that are related, use that to help you move forward instead of getting you stuck in the past. I think music, some of you could probably say that music has saved your life, or that a certain band or artist has saved your life. I feel like that could definitely be the case where again, just this sense of feeling alone keeps coming up. So maybe with that, you feel less alone listening to any particular artist or any particular band. With the star being reversed, I have to say, I wonder if some of you, even though Heat Waves is a very popular, like, well-known song, with the star being reversed, I wonder if you listen to a lot more indie music in general, and if you listen to music that is less known. So Heat Waves by Glass Animals has, like, it definitely has over 1 billion streams. I think it could be even in the 2 or 3 billion streams or more, honestly. I don't remember, but on Spotify at least. But with the star being reversed, I wonder if a lot of you listen to music that's more indie, more alt, or just more obscure, like less people know about it. So if Glass Animals Heat Waves has 1 billion plus streams on Spotify, I feel like you're more likely to listen to artists or bands who have, like, I don't know, 5,000 streams, like, as their highest streamed song, and a lot of those maybe are from you. I can sense that, where maybe you find comfort in finding smaller talent and then being able to tap into that. I wonder if you're one of those people who you're like, like, F capitalism, F the people at the top. That could be a vibe for a lot of you. I want to talk about the business card from Cinnabar. To me, I got 2 main messages when I pulled this card. One is that you probably mind your own business. Probably not a lot of people probably you don't express your musical interests to other people. So I don't see you really connecting with people very much in your inner or outer circle, or talking about the music you listen to, or listening to the same people. And so that's what I was thinking of, is in like minding your own business, but also it was making me think that you could listen to music while you're at work, and the kind of music you listen to probably is the kind that helps you, again, escape, but in a way where, that's why I don't think it's anything probably too hard, typically, that a lot of you will listen to. I see it being more flowy, like art pop, dream pop, indie pop, alternative music, where it's more obscure. But I see you listening to that and getting into the zone while at work, instead of having to deal, like, with people at work. An example that I'm seeing is somebody working at a grocery store, but they work with stocking and doing not directly customer service related jobs. And, like, you're listening to music at work if you're able to. If you're just, like, I can see a lot of you doing that for work, by the way, like, doing stuff like that, like, in the background, not having to directly interact with people. So that can help you zone out as well. I feel like a lot of you probably are the kind of people who don't like talking very much to other people. And I want to talk about Vesta Hearth, because I feel that that music is a safe place for you to lean back on when other people in your life disappoint you. It's a safe place for you to feel seen and heard if you don't feel very seen and heard in real life. Music is just a safety blanket for you, and it provides you, even if it's sadness that it provides you with, even if it furthers your sadness, it provides you with comfort, because that's what makes you not feel alone, is the sense that I'm getting. Also with this, I want to say, if you don't listen to music that's very uplifting, you should start to do so, and that will help you feel better, which is already something I'd mentioned earlier. But with Hearth here, usually, like, I'm getting a sense right now of the warmth in my heart. So make sure you find music that allows you to feel that warmth and comfort if it doesn't already, but not in a way that it's always just focused on sadness, where it can also provide you with comfort in terms of not only just being seen, but starting to build up that happiness. We have lessons and blessings here, and I believe I mentioned earlier, I feel like a lot of you have been through a lot. I mean, we even have the Tower card. And when I think of the Star in reverse, it reminds me of somebody who's down on their luck. So I feel that a lot of you, and we have the Strength and card and King of Pentacles upright card. So I feel like you've been through a lot in life, and so you're just trying to get through, and you're trying not to, I think some of you try to push away current life circumstances or any thoughts you have with the Tower being here. But Spirit wants to remind you that you're stronger than you realize, and with lessons and blessings, you can utilize music and whatever other art form to help propel you forward. Use anything you've been through in life as lessons to learn from. And you can, and this is similar to Stack 2, where you can find the meaning in lyrics. I wonder if some of you you relate to the lyrics of songs. I feel like a lot of you do, but you don't really dive deeper than that. You're like, okay, well, I relate to that. It's like, okay, well, in what way? I think for a lot of you, I do recommend journaling out. Like, why does this song relate to me? Why does this artist or this band relate to me? Or why do I relate to them, I should say? And think about how that relates to anything you've been through in life, any life circumstances, events, any feelings that come up. And with lessons and blessings here, think about what you can learn from the music you're listening to. And I think that would be very important, because there really is a big sense of having gone through a lot in life and that you're strong, but to help build that emotional stability that you need, something like analyzing the music that you listen to and the lyrics can help you maybe refer back to anything that's happened in your life that's been unfavorable. Does that make sense? And also, originally, before Kelly Clarkson, I was gonna put down rock music, but literally, Stack 1 was rock music, Stack 2 was new metal. I'm like, okay, I should do something other than that, and I'm feeling a sense of, I was thinking it could also be pop punk. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you also listen to pop punk. I don't remember how much I talked about the Earth card in reverse. I think, let me look at the keywords again, because survival was one of the keywords from the other card from Stack 2 from this deck as well. Survival was one of them, and that was the main word I highlighted for them. So again, if you relate to this stack, you could listen to Stack 2 as well. You don't have to though, but I think especially survival and adoptable really relate to you, because I wonder if some of you are so stubborn, and I think you all probably don't diversify your music that much. I think you're probably the type of people who, once you find a certain band or certain music that you like, you just continuously listen to that and you don't really diversify, and that can also keep you feeling stuck and in a rut. So I would recommend expanding your music library to listen to new songs as well, because there could be more songs out there that you relate to and that find you comfort. The same goes for not just songs, but like genres of music as well. I think you should really expand your mind. I think some of you are very close-minded and narrow-minded, and so it can be hard for you to step outside of your box. And I think that a lot of you do use music as a form of survival, but with the Earth being in reverse, that indicates to me that a lot of you aren't very grounded. So I wonder if you are very hypervigilant and very focused on the past or the future and not very much the present. So there's more that you can do to be able to do that. We have the King of Pentacles here upright, which is a good indication that you are able to tap into that you are able to tap into this feeling of safety, not just comfort, but safety in the now. Not just when you're listening to music, but like overall. If I were to talk about you as a person, potentially based on these cards, I feel like I have to again mention how a lot of you have probably been through many difficult situations in life. I wonder if a lot of you have been very down on your luck in any romantic relationships. I wonder if it's been a while since you've been in one as well. And I think a lot of you probably live your life pretty much solo. I feel like a lot of you probably don't have many friends, and that's no shade. I don't have any. I think you're closed off from other people, and it takes a lot for you to probably open up. And I think you deal with your struggles internally. And I think without even saying it, a lot of you don't want to be burdens to other people as well. I wonder too, with the Four of Cups upright, if other people just bore you because maybe the people around you don't like the same things as you. And I feel that a lot of you are probably very logical, so you have to tap into that emotional side of yourself more in whatever way best works for you, because you're very strong presenting on the outside, but on the inside you may not be doing well because you're having those blockages and you don't even maybe realize. And again, just diversify not only your music, but also with your life as well. Try new things. Step outside of your comfort zone, and that will hopefully, eventually, with doing all of that, will help you to not be feeling stuck, and it can help you analyze your difficult past or the difficulties within your past. I feel like there's something else I wanted to mention, either with the Tower or Strength. I just feel that when you go through difficulties in life, you do keep them inside. That's what I keep on feeling, that you likely keep things inside. But I think Spirit also wants to let you know that you don't need to be strong all the time. It's okay to be vulnerable. I think a lot of you struggle with that, and at any inclination of vulnerability popping up for you, you kind of run away from it. So this is a time to hopefully expand your mind, but also expand your heart for yourself and for others to witness. I will leave it at that. Thank you so much, 3C, for watching and listening. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you liked it, you can like the video down below. You can subscribe to my channel and check out the other timeless pick a card reading videos I have all throughout it, as in it is in my channel. You can comment down below if you resonate with this stack at all, if you like this song, if you listen to more indie, art pop, or even pop punk kind of music, but especially like kind of more indie, dreamy, all that, or heartbreak songs. You can just let me know if anything else in this reading resonates with you in any way, but I will leave it at that. Thank you so much and take care. Thank you so much for watching and listening to this video. If you liked the content, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and comment down below, as it really helps my channel out a lot. You can follow me on my socials listed here on the screen. Thank you, and blessed be.